Welcome to Rolawn, Europe's biggest producer of cultivated turf and Britain's leading supplier of high-quality topsoil. Rolawn's renowned Medallion Turf is Britain's best-selling and most frequently specified, being the first choice for both professional landscapers and experienced gardeners who demand the best. Our clients include the Royal Horticultural Society, championship golf courses and national house builders. The Rolawn products have also been incorporated by leading designers in numerous gold medal winning gardens at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show. They also regularly feature on television and in the media. We're also the only company to regularly submit turf for independent testing by the Sports Turf Research Institute, the UK's leading independent authority on turfgrass research agronomy. Rolawn topsoils are safe, fertile, certified, of a consistent high quality and analysed to the British standard. We also provide lawn seed and fertiliser, top dressing, soil improver, compost and bark. Today I'm going to show you how to create a quality lawn. But before I do, I'd like to share with you some of the little known benefits it can provide. Firstly, a lawn is one of the best value for money services and one of the safest. A well-maintained lawn and landscape garden significantly adds value and appeal to a property. Equally importantly, maintaining and looking after a lawn is a rewarding pastime, and freshly cut grass is well known as being a pleasant and comforting smell. In fact, in experiments, it's been shown that standing barefoot on grass is a multi-sensory experience which triggers a reduction in the signs of stress, with falls in heart rate and blood pressure. In these environmentally conscious times, a lawn can provide a surprising number of benefits. For example, a lawn reduces stormwater runoff, which in turn lowers the risk of flash flooding. A lawn can act as a great filter, not only trapping dust and dirt from the air, but also reducing pollution by purifying the water that passes through its root zone. A lawn has a tremendous cooling effect. On a hot day, a lawn surface will be at least 30 degrees lower than that of paved surfaces. And finally, did you know 250 square metres of lawn absorbs carbon dioxide from the air and produces enough oxygen to support a family of 4? Before starting to lay a lawn, it is worth taking some time to ask yourself a few questions. Is this a suitable time to be laying a lawn? The turf can be laid all year round, but frosty conditions should be avoided, and extended periods of hot and dry weather will require additional care and attention. Is my current lawn the shape, size and level I want to keep? Do I want to create or modify any paths or beds? And do I want to cut back or remove any trees or foliage to improve the lawn's growing environment? So, you're going to need a wheelbarrow, a rake, a long knife, a spade, some planks, a garden hose and a sprinkler. You're also going to need a rotavator, and if you're replacing an existing lawn, a turf cutter, both of which are available in hire shops. Creating a beautiful lawn requires quality turf, but even Rolawn turf won't look its best if laid onto poor quality soil. So you need to consider the type of soil you have in your garden and prepare accordingly. Dig a small hole to check. If your soil structure is poor, we recommend using a soil improver. As a minimum, apply a pre-turfing fertiliser. This will ensure strong root growth and will feed your new lawn in the important first few months. Ideally, to ensure your lawn gets the best possible start, we recommend using Rolawn Turf and lawn seeding topsoil. It's a high quality, sandy topsoil which is pre-mixed with Rolawn Grow Right lawn establishment fertiliser. Rolawn offers two types of turf, Medallion and Minster Pro. Medallion is a multi-purpose, high-quality turf with excellent visual appearance. In independent tests, it's been shown to be 99.9% weed-free. And the seed, or cultivar blend we use, means it's highly adaptable to the range of environments found in the UK, and the ryegrass content gives Medallion its hard-wearing capabilities. The Minster Pro is 100% fine-bladed fescue turf. Originally designed for golf courses and bowling greens, the Minster Pro is ideal for feature lawns and formal gardens. Its deep rooting characteristics give it improved tolerance to drought and shade, whilst retaining an excellent visual appearance. However, if you have children or pets, we recommend a medallion lawn. Both Medallion and Minster Pro are supplied in rolls approximately 1 square metre when harvested, and they're light with clean cut edges, making them very easy to lay. To determine how much turf you require, draw a sketch of the area you want to lay turf onto, then draw rectangles over your sketch. While standing in the area to be turfed, mark out the corners of your rectangles on the ground. Measure the lengths and widths in metres of all your rectangles and record on your sketch. To calculate the area of each rectangle, simply multiply the length by the width, then add the areas of all the rectangles together to give you the combined square meterage. Finally, for turf, add 5% extra for shaping and cutting to give the total quantity you'll need. For topsoil, multiply the area by the depth to give you the volume of topsoil required. If you need any further assistance, you can visit our website where there's a product calculator. If you want to replace your existing lawn, you need to remove your old one first. Now ideally you should add a suitable weed killer to prevent any weeds or weed grasses from your old lawn coming up through your new turf. And the next step is to remove your existing lawn using a turf cutter. I like this bit. The grass and soil waste can be composted, taken to your local recycling centre, or put into a green waste skip. Whether you're replacing an existing lawn or creating a new one, you now need to dig over or use a rotavator to break up and aerate the soil. Now, this should be done to a depth of at least 100 millimetres, preferably 150 millimetres. It is best to do this when the soil is fairly dry. And now is also the time to use a soil improver if required. Use a rake to break down any clods of earth, removing weeds, stones and debris as you go. Now, using very small steps, walk backwards and forwards with your weight on your heels. Do this a couple of times in opposite directions to firm up the soil. If you haven't used Rolawn Turf and lawn seeding topsoil, now is the time to apply a pre-turfing fertiliser. Rolawn Grow Right Lawn Establishment Fertiliser is ideal. Apply evenly over the area at the specified rate and rake the fertiliser into the top 25 millimetres of the soil. Rake to a fine level finish or tilth. The finer the tilth, the better contact you'll get between the soil and the turf, encouraging quicker lawn establishment. The soil you lay your turf onto needs to be moist, so if there's been no rainfall, you'll need to irrigate. It's important that your preparation is completed before your turf arrives. In spring and summer, turf must be unrolled immediately after delivery and within 24 hours in autumn and winter. Now we're ready to start laying the first turf. Ideally, unroll the first turf along a straight edge or the longest border. If you don't have a straight edge, you can use a plank as a guide for your first row. With circular lawns, start in the middle and work your way out. Make sure the turf rolls are closely butted together. Always push the turf into a joint, being careful not to stretch it, and try to avoid having any gaps. Each row of turf should be laid offset in brickwork fashion. Staggering the joints like this minimises the risk of the turf drying out. It's important not to walk on freshly laid turf. If you do need to cross a section, use a plank to walk on. If any gaps do occur between the turf, you can fill them in with a light, sandy topsoil. Now, Rolawn's turf and lawn seeding topsoil is ideal for this. Ensure firm contact between the soil and the underside of the turf by tamping down with the head of a rake or a piece of wood similar to this. One of the best things about laying a lawn is watching it all take shape. When you're laying a lawn, it's highly likely you're going to come across some paths, beds, trees, or like this, a water feature. So for this, you can use either a long knife or a handsaw. It's actually really easy to create a very neat edge. Finally, where the outer edges of the turf are exposed, put some soil on them to prevent them from drying out. This can be removed after a few weeks. Watering your new turf is the single most important step in establishing a healthy lawn. You should start watering as soon as the turf is laid, and on hot days, you may even need to start watering before you finish laying all the turf. You must ensure your new lawn is never short of water. Check by lifting a corner of the turf to see if the water has percolated through to the soil below. You should continue to water until the turf is well established, and even if it rains, you still need to check that the lawn is receiving a sufficient amount. Ideally, water turf in the early morning or evening so that less water is lost to evaporation. Once the turf has started to root, you need to start thinking about mowing your lawn. Your new lawn is ready to be mown as soon as this can be done without dislodging the turf. Check by gently trying to lift it, and if it can be lifted easily, replace it and allow more time to establish. But don't allow your new lawn to get too long. Mowing encourages establishment, although this should be the only time you walk on your new lawn in the first few weeks. Remember to ensure your mow has been sharpened within the last 12 months, as blunt blades will damage turf, especially before it's become established. Never remove more than 1/3 of the grass blade length, and finally, alternate the direction in which you mow your lawn. If you prefer to seed your lawn, or you're overseeding an existing lawn, the optimum time for seeding is spring and autumn, depending on the weather conditions and temperatures. Rolawn offers two types of lawn seed: Medallion Premium Lawn Seed and Minster Pro Ornamental Lawn Seed. They're the same seed mixes as used to grow Rolawn Turf. Medallion Premium Lawn Seed is a high-quality rye fescue blend that has a healthy green colour and is hard-wearing. Minster Pro Ornamental Lawn Seed is a 100% fine-bladed fescue blend, providing a rich colour and an outstanding visual appearance. It's ideal in areas of shade. For new lawns, prepare your soil the same as you would for laying turf. Apply the seed evenly over the area at the specified rate. Lightly rake the seed into the soil and keep moist until the grass plants have established. And remember, when seeding a new lawn, weeds need to be controlled and removed. You can start mowing when the grass is 50 to 80 millimetres high, then gradually trim down to 25 millimetres as the lawn thickens up. Whether you choose to lay turf or sow seed, the appearance of your lawn will be affected by the environment it's living in and the treatment it receives. A healthy lawn requires a balance of air, food, water and light, so an appropriate treatment program throughout the year will help keep these elements in balance. So, there you have it. A beautiful lawn guaranteed to give years of pleasure. For further information on lawn care and maintenance, to receive free lawn care tips and to find your nearest Rolawn stockists, visit www.rolawn.co.uk.